Hi everyone, it's Miss Almy again. So now I'm going to go over some of the more difficult parts of adding to your eBinder. So the first thing I want to point out is your absolute best friend in doing any of this is going to be this little button here, which is insert a link. So you're going to be hyperlinking pretty much everything that you're doing in order to add it to your eBinder. So Google Docs, slides, Flipgrids, websites, whatever you're working on, you're going to insert a link. So that's going to be your best friend. Make sure you can find it. So we're going to go ahead and start. I've already shown you the overview of the example page I did. So now we're going to start working on one of our own. So we're going to go ahead and go to subject number 2, and I'm going to change that to science. So I'm going to go ahead and, don't know what that red circle is. I'm going to change that to science. Okay, and then now that it says science, I'm just going to go ahead and click on it, and it's already linked. So I'm going to go over to that subject. I'm going to change this to science as well so that they match. So this is going to be my science unit page. I'm not going to worry about filling in the name of my unit yet. You're actually going to do that after you create a unit page. So again, this is a reminder of what the unit page looks like. That's our AVID example. So if I'm here on my science page, what I'm going to do is just add a new slide. It's going to come up with no layout. Totally fine. Click on it and just choose the layout that is at the very end here. It is called unit layout. Use this one. That's the one you want to use. And now it'll look like it's supposed to. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go up and add my title for my unit. So we are looking at Gillette's science work from this past year, and I just picked a few, which we're going to go ahead and call gases and metals, because that's what they're about. So I'm just going to type that in as my unit title. Okay. And then while I'm here, I'm going to go right back to my science page and just go ahead and link this before I forget. So the name of my unit was gases and metals. Okay, here's your first use of your link. You highlight this whole little section, come up to your link, and we are going to link to a slide in this presentation. And that slide is going to be the one called gases and metals. So I'm going to click on that. One more time, you're going to link, and I'm going to link where it says slide in this presentation, which it won't show me again, gases and metals, and then just hit apply. So it's going to come up with a little hyperlink. You can change that back to normal color. You can leave it this color. That's fine. And then it'll take you right back to your unit side. Okay, so now we're going to fill in the information. You should have an essential question at the beginning of each unit. If your teacher doesn't give you one, you all know how to make your own. So we're just going to fill in what are the properties that I need to know about gases and metals in science class. Okay, I'm just making it 2 lines because I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so you just type that in. And then this is the fun part. So learning artifacts are going to be added as you go through your unit. It will be much easier if you do that as you work on things each day. So what we're going to do is we're going to say Jolette has been working on this reading in her science class. It's in her Google Docs. And so she's going to be working on this reading in class, so she's going to add it to her eBinder as she does it. The first thing that you're going to do is take a little screenshot. Okay, so we are going to remember how to take a screenshot. There we go. Okay, so you're just going to take a little screenshot, something like this. It's just to show us what it looks like. Fine. I'm going to copy that to my clipboard and go back over to my eBinder and just paste it in. Sorry, I've done something wrong. Okay, so there it is. Pasted it in. You're just going to make it fit inside that box. And you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to make this bigger so that while you're working on it, it's going to be a lot easier to see if it's a bit bigger. Okay, so we'll even go a little bit bigger here. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. And then I'm just going to type the name for it. So it is Noble Gases Reading is probably what I'll call it. While I'm here, I'm going to grab the link. And you're just going to copy and paste these. So take that link, copy it over. Okay, I'm going to go back to my link button, which is super important. Make sure you're highlighted on this picture and just paste that in. So now I've linked to it. It should show up with a little version of it that I can click on. Great. And then I'm going to type in my name. So Noble Gases Reading. And there we go. We've linked one learning artifact. Okay, so we're going to go through that process again, just because that was not overly smooth the first time, and it won't be. That's fine. So Jolette also has a halogen reading that she did. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So here I am working on my halogen reading in class. I'm going to first start with a screenshot. Much smoother. Okay. If you can do a rectangular screenshot, that's good. Copy to your clipboard and go back over here and paste into your document. It might show up really big. That's fine. Just resize it, fit it into that little box. Okay. Before I forget, I'm going to go get my link. So here's my link. Just copy it. While I'm already highlighted, handy link button, and then paste that link in there. Apply it. Should pop up with a little version. Perfect. I'll type my name in. This appears to be a halogen reading. Great. Okay, I've already got 2 learning artifacts down. We're going to do just one more example. And not everything in your artifacts is going to be a reading. So it might be a PowerPoint slide. It might be a link to a different website. You're going to do the exact same steps. Okay. And so let's do this last one. So this one is another reading. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take our screenshot. Okay, screenshot something rectangular, copy it to the clipboard, come back over and paste. Ooh, this one did come up really big. Sometimes that happens. So you're just gonna kind of move it around and resize until you can fit it into the box. There we go. Okay, while it's still highlighted, I'm gonna grab the link, copy it, insert link, and then paste it right in there, apply, and I should see my little version. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and then name that, and I'll be set. So this was Alkali Earth Metals Reading. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and just zoom back out so we can see what that looks like. So you can see you have your unit title, your essential question, and so far we have 3 hyperlinked artifacts. Now I'm going to keep adding these throughout the week or 2 weeks that we work on this gases and metals unit in science. And then once I've finished with that unit, I'm going to come down here to fill out my reflection. And that's going to be a couple of sentences about what you learned and how you felt about that learning. And so I just want to go ahead and present this really quick so that we can see what that looks like. Okay, so when we present, we should be able to see the entire page. And we'll just click on one just to make sure we hyperlinked it correctly. Looks like we did. It takes you right to it. That way, when you're ready for your test or somebody's checking your binder, you just click on it. It'll take you right there. Okay, I'm still in presenting mode. I'm going to click on, I'm going to make it full screen so we can see it better. Okay, so here's the page I was just working on. You can click on back to class list. That'll take you back to your classes. I can go back to my Avid and look at my example remote learning page. We can go back to my class list. I can go to science, and I can click on that unit 1 to go to the page that I just made. Okay, so that's how you add everything. Let's say I'm finished with this unit. I filled in my reflection. I'm just going to hit new slide, and I'm ready for my next unit. Okay, so I'll type in my title, go up, hyperlink it, and repeat all of those same steps. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Hopefully that's helpful.